Hey, what's up guys, it's Ryan and welcome to week 34 of the top 5 mods of the week. Now hopefully you guys will enjoy the mods that I've picked up for this week. Starting off at our number 5 spot, we have GT's Gardens of Whiterun. Now what this mod does is, I'm just going to read straight off the mod page. Ever wish Whiterun, with all the water flowing through it, had a better landscape and is better looking to the eyes? Well, not anymore. This mod aims to make Whiterun feel a bit more cozy and green. It added a lot of flora, but not too much to keep the clutter down, and the whole city looks beautiful and makes you actually want to visit. Plants make you happy. Everything used is basic in the vanilla game, and the objects and items used are in the vanilla game as well, and it's script free and uninstall safe. Only exteriors have been changed, and some areas are left untouched so that whenever the Civil War happens it doesn't cause like glitches and stuff like that. Some of the features, it adds plants, and a lot of plants. They stash goodies around the city for you to find, and will add more throughout the mod's lifespan. And insects now spawn in a lot of places around the city. Fish now spawn in the pools leading up to Dragon's Reach. Farm animals have been added along with a stable and a chicken coop. A hawk perched in a tree that overlooks the market has been added, and light sources have been fixed, and it patched scenes in structures and terrain where you could see through the map. So that's pretty good. It fixes all those minor little glitches that were in the game from the get-go, and it looks beautiful. I mean, Whiterun has never looked this good in, it still keeps its vanilla self, but it just adds a whole bunch of new plants, and it keeps the environment, rich, and it makes you want to revisit the city because of how beautiful it looks now. They actually change it up a lot, so it's not just a whole bunch of dead grass and then one, really nice looking tree in the center of town. It is, a whole bunch of flora and lots of trees and lots of plants to make the whole city feel lively and not just lively in the middle of the town. So this is a really awesome mod, and I'd recommend giving it a try. Coming in at our number 4 spot, we have Geo, the friendly talking Draugr. Now what this mod does is it adds a new follower into the game named Geo, and he's 1,000 years old. He's a conscious Draugr who is offered immortality by hag-ravens, not understanding the terms of how it would work. He got immortality as a cost and is now a Draugr, but is not a big jerk and has full control. He's also a follower that can use shouts, and he will talk to you in his mortal Nord voice, and he knows good English rather than ancient Nordic. So it was a person who talked to hag-ravens, and the hag-ravens convinced him that he should become immortal, and the cost of it was that they changed him into the Draugr. He's located in the Sleeping Giant Inn in Riverwood, and his combat style is a spell sword using a mixture of his ancient Nordic sword and thunderbolt spells. His base skills mostly start at level 25, but they increase as you level up. He has a disarm shout, an unrelenting force shout, and he has extra Draugr damage for whenever you're fighting other Draugr. Some of his equipment, he has a unique sword which is enchanted with sparks. He has a Draugr helmet and a armor banded shield which you can actually change up. You can't really add any armor to him. Well, I mean you can, but it won't show up on his person. You can give it to him and he'll equip it and he'll be stronger, but whenever he equips it, it won't show it on his person. It'll say he has it equipped, but it won't be shown. The only thing that'll show is swords and shields, I believe. So this is a very interesting mod, and I've never seen one that actually adds a Draugr follower into the game, so that's why it's unique, and it comes in at our number 4 spot, so I'd recommend giving this one a try. Coming in at our number 3 spot, we have Volkihar Knight Vampire Armor. Now, I've actually received a lot of requests to cover some vampire mods in my next top 5 mod video, so I've included 2 in this top 5 mods. This is the first one, and it adds new armor into the game that you can craft at the smithing station. You have to have the ebony smithing perk before you can actually craft these, but then you can actually craft them, and you need some unique materials such as wisp wrappings, you need, void salts, and human hearts as well to craft some of these. So they might be pretty hard materials to get, but once you find them, the armor is actually really cool, and I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. Now, the description of the mod, it says a lore-friendly set of heavy vampire armor that comes in 3 variations, each with a unique effect that is applied once all 4 pieces are worn. The armor is made with vanilla assets, so it fits into the game seamlessly. The set is equivalent to the ebony tier and can be crafted using the ebony smithing perk. The hood offers less protection than the ebony helmet, but is balanced by the other pieces of the heavy armor rating. Now, like I said, 3 versions can be crafted, each giving a unique bonus with the knight boots, gauntlets, and hood. They are fully enchantable, and beast races are supported for these, and they have male and female versions. And some of the effects that you have whenever wearing all the pieces of armor is with the Royal Guard armor, which I'm showing you right here. It gives you a 15% chance to throw melee attackers into the air, draining their health by 20 points for 4 seconds. And the Abyss Walker armor, which I'm showing you right now, muffles your footsteps and allows vampires to regenerate regenerates stamina, magicka, and health in the sunlight. And the assassin's armor, which I'm showing you guys right now, turns you into a wisp of smoke when you sneak outside of combat, granting you invisibility. So all of these pieces of armor have a lot of unique traits, so they're really awesome pieces of armor, and I'd really recommend giving it a try. Coming in at our number 2 spot, we have the Crypt of the Old Guard. Now, this is actually a vampire player home, which I thought was really cool. And the backstory of it is it was once a crypt for the original Dawn Guard, now turned into a vampire lair. And some of its features, it is vampire cattle for feeding, killing one will spawn another, up to 6 total. And there is a new blood transmuter station which allows you to craft blood potions. You can toggle the lights on and off. You can toggle a additional room to serve as a follower quarters after the layout of toggling between beds, coffins, and benches. Has a unique smelter. You can craft vampire armor, basic steel bows, and steel bolts at the forge. You can have custom and vanilla storage containers to suit your preference. There are 4 mannequins, 2 weapon plaques, 2 display cases, 3 bookcases, and a single bookshelf. Now, it can be found just outside of Riften in the south, down the hill by the Shadowstone. I showed you guys that on the map. And the home will appear on your map when you install the mod, but you'll have to discover it in order to be able to fast travel there. I'm going to be giving you guys a full tour of this entire house, so let's sit back, relax, and turn up the music, and let's explore this vampire home. So as you can see, there is a lot of content packed into a smaller area, and I think it's really cool that they actually made a house strictly for vampires. So that is a really good aspect of a mod, and I think it's really awesome, so I'd recommend downloading it. Coming in at our number 1 spot, we have Deus, Mons, the Castle of Miraak. Now what this mod does is it adds a wonderful stronghold among the oldest of Skyrim. The legend says that Miraak himself would have built it. It is also stated that nothing is more worthy for a Dragonborn than a house built by a Dragonborn. Now this is a very large castle worthy of a high king, and some of its features is that all crafting stations are available, and it's 100% compatible with Hearthfire multiple adoptions, and there is everything for a happy family. And there's everything to expose your trophies. There's a vault room, a trophy room, showcases, and numerous mannequins to display all of your priceless goods. Has a majestic throne with a dragon museum. It also has an ingenious Dwemer hydraulic system with running water in your home, portals of teleportation to Winterhold and Whiterun, and there is a recall spell to come back to Mons. You can also find the 5 relics of Miraak to make your Thuum more powerful, and there is a dungeon that is not yet completed but will be added later under the foundations of Mons, and enemies and treasures to find in a future update. Now I know I already showed you guys on the map, but it is just south of the Throat of the World. So I'm going to be giving you guys pretty much a full tour of this entire castle, and it is pretty big, and it is an amazing castle, and I've never seen a player home like this. So let's begin. So as you can see, this castle is huge and it's beautiful and it has all the right scenery and all the right layouts to be a perfect player home for your playthroughs. So I'd strongly recommend downloading it. So that's pretty much it for this week's episode of the Top 5 Mods of the Week. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and if you did, I would appreciate it if you left a like and subscribe if you're new. It helps me out a lot. And if you have any suggestions for mods for a future Top 5 mod episode, whether it's Fallout or Skyrim, be sure to let me know in the comment section below, or you can follow me on Twitter, and you can leave me suggestions through there. I'll leave my Twitter in the description. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I will talk to you guys later.